weiter an der Katze, die wir im letzten Video versucht haben zu zeichnen. Hier sind wir stehen geblieben. Er sollte den ja von 1 bis 10 bewerten. Ja, wir brauchen hier erstmal noch mehr Details. Wo die dazu machen. Kapuze aus. Ich finde, das sieht bis jetzt besser aus, als es sollte. Oh nein, das soll nicht mein neuer Charakter sein, das soll ein Charakter sein, den ich irgendwann in einem Spiel oder ich will euch das irgendein Spiel dafür machen.
If you want to spawn the light golem, he is crafted using 4 glowstone blocks and a pumpkin. I have no idea why you get to keep 2 of them though. That's weird.
No!
Other than providing a light source, the light golem also fights hostile mobs. He also strikes lightning every time he attacks them because he has the light golem. And is good enough to kill the 6-headed demon though. Nothing will ever be. Overall, I think the light golem looks kind of strange. The glowstone is definitely kind of weird looking. So because of this, I decided to give the light golem a 6 out of 10. The next mob is an iron golem. Translate, and we got education. Okay, for this one, I think I'm gonna make the teacher golem. First, I'm going to make his body a little bit different of a shape, and let's add some shoes to the bottom of his legs like this. Next, I'm gonna give his arms an extra limb so that we can bend them. And now it's time to add some color, so first we'll color his shirt a lightish blue, and we'll color his pants dark gray, and his shoes will be brown. Okay, now let's add a vest all around his body like this, and I'm gonna color the vest brown, just like we did for his shoes. Okay, now that's looking good. I'm going to give him a book, so let's mirror this and move it a bit. And now we'll just give him some glasses like this. Now finally, I think it's time to give him some texture. And I think this looks pretty good. Let's add him to the game. This is the teacher golem in game. I will say he looks a lot better than I thought he would. Overall, he just looks kind of weird with the clothes though. It kind of looks like he's from a monster school video. Similar to spawning the light golem, you need 4 bookshelves to spawn the teacher golem instead. The teacher golem can be especially useful to craft if you need to study.
Okay, wir sind bis jetzt noch sehr, weit entfernt.
The teacher golem is also able to fight though, as he gives you a random potion effect every time he attacks you. But will that be enough to beat the 6-headed demon? It actually is, but that's only because he's somehow immune to his attacks. I guess he's just fighting smarter than the 6-headed demon. Overall, I think the teacher golem doesn't look the best, but his features are still pretty cool. So because of that, I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. Next, I'll translate a creeper. Roll we get, and we got don't go. That's basically telling us to stop, so for this one, I'm going to make a living stop sign. First, the game will shape his body into more of a stop sign body like this. Now let's move his head up a bit, and we'll shape his head into a stop sign. Okay, that's looking pretty good, so now it's time to work on his legs. And let's just add a piece that connects to the body like this, and we'll copy this to the other side. Next, I'm going to give him some arms, so we'll make these arms bend out towards the front like this, and let's copy this to the other side as well. And I think that's pretty good, so now it's time to add some color. First, let's color the stop sign completely red, and then we'll color his body a light gray, kind of like a stop sign hole. Next, I'm going to put a white outline around the stop sign like this, and we'll add some text that says stop over the top of the sign. Now let's color his hands and feet a bit darker gray, and we'll start to add some texture like this, and I think that's looking good. Let's see how he looks in game. This is the stop sign man in game. For what it is, he looks pretty good. The stop sign man's running animation also looks pretty funny, just like the glass of milk. Since the stop sign man was made from a creeper, he has a random chance of exploding every time he attacks something. The stop sign man also temporarily freezes you when he attacks you because he wants you to stop. If you kill a stop sign man, he drops a stop sign, which is a weapon that pretty much does the exact same things that his attack on the stop sign man. It's also a surprisingly good weapon to use against the stop sign man as well. Overall, I think the stop sign man is pretty funny, but he's definitely not one of the best mobs, so I decided to give the stop sign man a 7 out of 10. The next mob is a horse. Translate, and we got train. For this one, I think I'm going to make Choo Choo Charles. Let's remove all this stuff, and then we'll add a back part like this. Now let's color these pieces in, and we'll add the circular parts on the front. Now let's add his face, and we'll give him a mouth and some eyes. Next, let's add some detail on the side, and we'll give him some legs like this. And now let's add them on the other side. Next, let's add his wheels, and finally we'll add a few details on the top. And I think we're done. Let's see it in game. I'm not gonna lie, I expected him to be a lot bigger. I wonder what baby Choo Choo Charles looks like. He's kind of fast, actually. I was just hoping he was bigger. This is kind of